What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Doubted. My name's Christian Montuano, and today I'm here with Jaylen Lewis. Jaylen, how you doing?
Great, I'm doing great.
Well, first off, tell everybody where you're from, what high school you go to, and what AAU program you play with.
I'm from East Rutherford in New Jersey. I go to Don Bosco Prep and I play for the New York Renaissance.
So, North Jersey guy. Feel like we've had a lot of you guys on the podcast thus far. A lot of great competition up there. I always say that. Just what's your earliest memory for you playing the game of basketball?
Probably in the summer, working out with my dad and my sister in a hot gym and just grinding, with the
Yeah. So did your dad get you into the game? Did he
yeah,
bring it to you?
he's a head coach at Felician University.
Okay. Awesome. And I know your older sister plays ball too. So we could get into that just like how throughout your journey, how has it been seeing like your older sibling, go throughout her high school career and then now she's playing college ball, I believe, down in Florida,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
so just what has that been seeing her go through her journey and what are some things that you've maybe took from that or how has she been a mentor for you thus far?
Yeah, going to our AU tournaments and our high school tournaments. I just took from that and telling like when my dad used to tell her like time slips away, so like you gotta take advantage of everything. So just listening to my dad and listening to and watching her journey, watching how she's been growing and just taking away from all that stuff since I've been a younger sibling.
What about your dad? I'm sure he's on you and things like that, but that's how it's got to be if you want to get to the level I'm sure you want to go to. So, just how has that been for you thus far going through that journey with him?
It's been great because I get to watch his practices, his college practices all the time, and playing with the guys now. It's kind of crazy because the guys that he recruit, I play against them or play with them now. So like since I'm in high school, so it's kind of like funny.
Yeah. Were you, when you were younger, were you like in the gym a lot, when he was coaching and things like that at practices?
All the time. I used to after school I would go to the gym and then wait with him and wait for them to have practice and just stay with them and do my homework in the gym. So I was always at Felician all the time in my dad's gym.
What kind of perspective has he given you on what you're doing now, trying to make it to the next level? Because he can see it from a different point of view than I'm sure a lot of other people, like he's able to give you game or give you advice that a lot of kids aren't able to hear or don't have somebody around them that can give them that advice. So just what are some things that he's told you like now you being earlier still in your high school career, what is he telling you just about how to get to the next level?
He talks about like always playing defense, always going your hardest. Like college coaches want a good kid. Like make sure your attitude's not bad. Like all the simple stuff, all the little stuff that people take for granted. Like scoring's not everything. Like coaches want a leader. I need to talk. Like all that stuff. Like he tells me scoring and the highlights that's good and all, but the little stuff help you and make you great.
Yeah. I definitely the little things for sure. And during your game against Hudson Catholic in their gym in the playoffs, I remember he was very vocal on the sideline. What about your mom? Because I feel like in a lot of basketball households, like especially when maybe the dad's the coach or very involved with basketball, there's got to be somebody that kind of keeps things even keel, very chill. So what role has your mom played in who you are today?
My mom, like she does everything. My mom's always been with my dad, and they've been together for a long time. So she's been with him since he's been in college. My mom been with him, and my mom does everything. She makes sure I get to practices and all that. And she's hard on me too. She's definitely hard on me since she's been around basketball a lot. So sometimes she after the game she's always getting on me since she knows stuff about basketball. So she's always telling me like I need to play harder or play defense. Like, so.
Okay. And I'm curious, like, with your sister now being down in Florida, how often were you able to communicate with her, like this being your first year of high school basketball? She's already been through that, so were you able to communicate with her at all, stay in touch during the season?
Yeah, definitely. I've been in touch with her, but you know how she's over there playing in her season, so it's been like
Yeah,
I talked to her a little bit about it, and like she tries to give me some tips.
yeah. What high school did she go to?
She went to Immaculate Conception all girls school, and then
Okay.
then the school shut down, and then she's went to the Immaculate Conception boys and girls school in Immaculate in Montclair.
So I want to get into now, like, just this first season of high school basketball for you. You guys had a really good run, but didn't reach the point where you guys wanted to get to. Have you had any time to reflect on the season that you had, just both like individually and as a team as well?
Yeah, I think I definitely had some time to reflect individually. I look back at the season. I feel like I had a good freshman year. You know, for I started for them a little bit. You know, definitely at Don Bosco, of course. Like, not playing. They don't play like freshmen like that. Freshmen don't really come in and play. Coming and playing like good minutes and great minutes on them. Just reflecting and seeing that I had a good season, and next year I'm coming to like actually win it all.
What role have the older guys on your team played in just that first year and making sure that you got accustomed to the next level and just getting you ready because it's a big adjustment. So what role did the older guys on the team play in just this first year for you?
They played a big role. Jordan G and Brady Loughlin played a big role in guiding me in the right steps and showing me how varsity basketball is actually played. Especially Brady playing for with Rens 17U. Just showing me what I need to do to make it where he's been at.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember the game against Hudson Catholic. I mean, he's just so calm out there. He didn't seem rattled. I mean, like it was a very loud gym in there, but would you say just that experience on the team, guys that have been there, guys that have been to those championship games, played top level AAU basketball, would you say that's something that not only benefited you, but benefited you guys as a whole group when you guys did go to those tough environments?
Yeah, it definitely helped us having them two from last year playing with Dylan and all them playing in the
Yeah.
big tournaments in Florida and then the John Wall tournament. You know, they've been through all of this before, winning the state championship before. So it definitely helped us because they've been there before. So they showed us and showed us how it is. You know,
Yeah.
guiding
So
us.
yeah, so you mentioned the team last year, with Dylan and Brady and all those guys. You were eighth grade at the time, I'm sure still trying to figure out where you wanted to go play high school basketball. How important was like that stage of, I mean, Don Bosco Prep is a school that is well known in New Jersey, but with guys like Dylan playing there, I mean, nationally as well as nationally recognized. So how important was that in your decision to go play basketball there?
It was very important, you know, seeing them playing on a national schedule, seeing the coaching staff was great. Like just seeing all of that, you know, and seeing I could fit in, like I could see myself in the program. You know, the coaching staff is good. They make sure you get better, not just individually, not as just a team. They're just trying to win. They make sure you get individually better.
Right. And I remember like first time hearing about you was over the summer and it was at a Made Hoops event and I mean with the hair and all that and being a lefty and playing for Bosco, people were like, "Oh, baby Dylan, all that. You're already blazing your own path. You have your own journey and you have your own goals for what you want to achieve out of not only this high school career, but going forward as well. But when you do hear those comparisons or you do hear those things, like how does that make you feel? How you feel about that?
It's actually funny, and I like it a little bit because like I strive to inspire. I strive what he has, what he has accomplished. Of course, I don't want to be him. I want to be
Right.
myself. I want to be Jaylen Lewis. I want them to call me Jaylen Lewis, not Baby Dylan.
Yeah,
But I want to have what he has: McDonald's All American, Division 1, going in the draft lottery. Like I want to have what he has. I aspire to have what he has.
absolutely. Um, were you able to kind of get some game from Dylan or talk with him at all about like what it is like playing at Bosco and for Ren's as well? So have you had any conversations with him just about this next chapter for you?
I haven't really talked to him about Don Bosco basketball, but
Okay.
like we never had like a conversation about like Don Bosco basketball. But I had conversations to him with him, and having conversations with his mother too. She's my coach, and she's always giving me tips and telling me what he has done when
Yeah.
he was playing. So she's played a big role in like developing me this season. You know.
Absolutely. She's very energetic on the bench too. Like I getting up out there on the court and all that can definitely see the competitiveness for sure. So your head coach and just that whole coaching staff, just talk a bit about how they've helped you improve throughout the season and maybe like just what were some of the things that they would tell you about playing on that big stage, playing in those, elite playoff games against top level competition. What role did they play in those games? And just talk a bit about that.
Yeah, I think they played a big role because they didn't they kind of threw me in the fire, like they let me go. They weren't scared that a freshman would mess up or anything. I think they really helped me during the season develop, letting me play, letting me make mistakes. Usually coaches don't do that. They usually play with older guys, and they really helped me by putting me in the fire and just letting me go. And yeah, all the Coach Severio, Coach Harper and Folder, all of them like helping me out, in practices and getting on me in practices to play defense, play hard, and go after older guys.
So now heading into this season, on this AAU season with the Rens, I mean, it's already going. You just played a tournament down in DC, East Mania. You've already been through kind of those AAU circuits throughout your middle school journey, but I feel like high school is a little bit different. The spotlight is more so on you and all that. But I want to take it back to this last summer. You played junior EYBL, correct?
Yeah, I
Yes,
did.
that was the first time junior UIBL was a thing. So how did that kind of prepare you or maybe give you a feel of like what this AAU season's gonna be like and even going through your high school career as well?
Yeah, I think junior UIBL helped me a lot. Seeing the other UIBL teams playing against them, not just like random teams, and also going to Peach Jam and watching the older team play when we
Yeah,
went down to Augusta. Seeing how competitive it was and how the environment is down there. It's kind of crazy. So I
right.
think junior UIBL was great.
Yeah. I think just being down there and watching those games is super important, like the older guys, because then you can kind of just learn and see how those guys play, and I think it adds more fuel to the fire, like being like, oh, I want to be there one day. Was there any matchup from junior EYBL that like you're gonna be playing against those kids again in AAU this year and like upcoming years as well, like a matchup that you're really looking forward to?
Yeah, I want to play against definitely I want to play against Georgia Stars, AJ Williams and them. They won it last year and I just want to see how they are as a team.
Yeah. They were really big kids, a very, very physical group.
Big.
So now heading into this AAU season, really early. I mean, it's only April. I'm sure like things are starting to heat up now with practices and all that, but just kind of what has that been like getting done with high school season and then now heading into practices with the Rams? Were you able to kind of communicate with the guys that you're going to be playing with this summer and maybe like talk about what you guys are looking to do this summer, achieve?
Yeah. It was kind of like I think we just like our team has changed a lot. Like we just picked
Mhm.
up like Marquis. You
Yep.
know who that is from New Heights.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like I think it was like kind of quick. The we just high school season just ended, and then now coming straight into AAU practice, it was like quick. So
Yeah,
I didn't really like speak to anybody. We spoke to the coach and I spoke to coaches and stuff before for AAU season, but I didn't really speak to any of the guys before the AAU practice.
I gotcha. Well, Marquis, I mean, high flyer. You got any oops thrown at him though so far? You throw any
No,
oops to him yet?
I haven't, but I'm looking forward to this summer, you know.
Yeah, there's gotta be some. I'm gonna see that for sure. During high school season, you're preparing with your team, get a lot more preparation than you do for AAU. So is it really just kind of figuring things out on the fly during those games? Like give kids an
Yeah.
in-depth look of just how that kind of works during the summer, building that chemistry with your guys.
Yeah, during the summer, I feel like it's like kind of on the fly. Like during the game, like you're just gonna go through it and make mistakes. But like during AAU season, we have time to just practice and keep practicing it. So I feel like during AAU, it's definitely like freestyling a little bit, you know.
Right.
But playing AAU, I feel like you're playing with like top tier guys, a bunch of top tier guys all together. But I know like my high school team is really good. I have a whole bunch of good guys on the team. But AAU, I feel like it's just a whole bunch of it's like an all star team kind of. I have an all star team around me.
Yeah. I mean, you have like you're used to playing with top guys or elite players, that's for sure. But how is that like kind of like you said, you're picking you got the top guys and you're just throwing them out on the court like
Yeah.
figure it out, go play. Just how hard is that? Or maybe like with your dad being a coach as well, like do you have kind of what's your perspective on that? Like how do you go about trying to mesh and build that chemistry when it is kind of just on the fly and you got to figure things out over time?
Yeah, well my dad kind of told me like playing with teams like this, you have to be like a point guard. You have to like play around them. So right this season I'm just looking to just like play around these all-star kids and just dish it out to them. Really just look to just kick it to them and stuff and give the ball to them and just make myself look good while making them look good. Or just doing stuff on the fly, like you said.
Absolutely. Give the scouting report on you, like where you're at with your game right now. Who are you as a player?
The scouting report, I feel like the scouting report this high school season was definitely like, don't let the kid shoot the ball, don't let him drive left. Definitely be physical with him, you know, send him right. I feel like that was more of the scouting report. Like, don't let him go left. It was basically don't let him go left or shoot,
Yeah.
because I'm a really good shooter, and if I get to my left hand, that's where it gets dangerous.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. You mentioned like the physicality part of it, that being maybe like an adjustment, and it is for if a freshman's saying that the physicality isn't a problem, I mean, I think that they're lying, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Unless you're like Marquis or
yeah.
somebody like that. But just what was your kind of mindset or adjustment when going out there and seeing like the physicality of the game? Was it kind of an adjustment for you, or did you expect that like going into it?
Definitely expected like it being harder. So I feel like I adjusted a little bit more earlier than other kids do. But playing against older kids that are like 19, 18, seniors, it was definitely hard playing against the top kid because Jersey is hot right now in guards. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, playing against top guards almost every night. It was definitely hard. I had to be gritty and tough this whole season. It was really hard playing against these guys because it's like really physical. So I don't feel like I feel like freshmen are lying if they say it's not physical out there, like unless you're
Yeah.
like big.
Right. Right. When you're out there on the circuit with your teammates, what's the go-to thing to do when you guys aren't on the court playing?
We definitely like this weekend, definitely like just chill, watch games, and lay down. We just lay down and just watch games, or we just chill with the older group, the 16s with Anderson and them.
Okay. Favorite player growing up?
Devin Booker.
Is that who you model your game after?
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
mom.
What do you like about his game?
I feel like he's smooth. His game is really smooth. It's calm. Most of his shots, most of his points come off of shots. It's not like all to the rim and stuff. So I feel like I could relate with that. Like my game is like smooth and it's not like rugged. Like just get to the rim and body
Right.
people.
Yeah. Went to a blue blood. I see another blue blood. On the zip up and the shorts. Is that your favorite college program growing up?
Yeah, yeah. Duke has always been my favorite college program. My dad. I always been watching Duke since I grew up with my dad. Yeah, my parents love Duke. My mom loved JJ Redick, so it's always like it's like a family thing. Like it
Okay.
runs your family.
Yeah, that's a loving JJ Redick when he was at Duke. That's kind of a hot take, I feel like.
Yeah,
Who's your favorite player to come out of Duke?
come out of Duke. That's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like I kind of like Jared McCain like a lot.
Okay. Is it how he plays or do you like his personality? Like what do you like about him?
I like how he play. I love his personality too. He doesn't let nobody mess up his game. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't let people in his head. And even like when people talk about him, about how he paints his nails and stuff. Like and even on the court, he's a dog. I feel like he's a dog.
What would you say is your earliest memory watching that program, watching those Duke teams?
It was definitely when Coach K was coaching. I remember watching. I don't know who it was. I remember watching it with my dad. Watching Coach K though, because my dad always brings up that like I have to if I want to play with these like blue bloods, I gotta play defense. So I watch Duke a lot.
You said the Jersey guards that have come out of the state recently, guys specifically like Dahad, he played at Hudson Catholic last year. Dylan Harper at State In-State going to Rutgers. What is it? What do you say about Jersey guards specifically that makes them just fearless? Like I think that that's a word that you could say is just fearless when they're out there, very free, very like they're not afraid of the moment. So what would you say it is about Jersey or just the guys that come out of the state that's different?
I feel like I feel like every state like they think of us as like a little state, like we're not good or nothing. Like Cali, like I feel like we want it more than other states. Like Cali is just a whole bunch of kids that get. I feel like they get it handed to them, kind of. So
Yeah.
I feel like we're just gritty and like we just thug it out, kind of. Like all these guards, like Tahad, like you said, Tahad and Dylan and Elliot, they. I feel like they put in the work and it paid off. So yeah, them doing that just helped them a lot.
So when you're not playing basketball, what do you like to do? You play the game or what's your favorite things to do when you're not playing basketball?
I don't play. I don't play the game actually. Like I probably just chill with. Yeah, I probably just chill with my mom or my dad. To be honest, because it's not a lot of time in a day where like I'm not playing basketball or I'm like doing homework or studying for something.
Yeah. Are you a movie or TV show guy?
I'm gonna say a movie guy.
Favorite movie?
I like Hustle, the new movie Hustle.
What's that? Who's in that?
Uh, Adam Sandler.
Is that a basketball movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think I know. It's with there's like one NBA player
Yeah,
that's
the
in it,
NBA
right?
player. It's like a couple NBA players, like Anthony Edwards is in it, and like
Hernan
certain.
Gomez. Hernan
Yeah,
Gomez. He's like the main guy. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Is that on Netflix or something?
I think it's on Netflix right now.
Okay,
Because it
I
was on
gotcha.
Netflix earlier.
All right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So, last question for you, Jalen. Podcast is called Doubted. When you think of that, when you hear that word, would you say that applies to your journey at all, or have you ever felt doubted in any at any point, or like what does that word mean to you? Would you say?
Definitely, I definitely feel doubted throughout the country. I feel like I need to put my name out there. Seeing guys go to USA camp and stuff, I feel like I deserve to be there too. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
Hey,
feel like I'm doubted.
time's coming.
Yeah,
Time's coming. Jalen, I appreciate you coming on, giving me your time, giving us your time. Looking forward to seeing what you do this summer.
thank you.